Yeah, let's do this.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Get your John Deere hat on.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Hey, welcome to Snackdown. I'm Justin, and this is
Laid back Andy.
Cool Andy with his hat on.
Yeah, summertime and the feeling is easy.
It is summer.
Kind of.
And you'll be happy to know that it's blazingly hot in my apartment.
I look forward to that.
It's toasty in here. The button is down, and I'm in the toaster.
The button is down?
The toaster. Like the toaster button's down, and I'm in it.
Gotcha. Thanks for... I wasn't going to let that go. I feel like I don't let anything go here.
Yeah. But if you were with us last summer, you know it gets pretty hot in my apartment.
Yeah.
The beads of sweat are on the forehead.
Mm-hmm. Should start calling it Glisten Down.
Yeah.
In the summertime.
Isn't Shinedown a band? Wasn't that a band?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
But to fight the beads of sweat in the hot sun, which is crazy because it's only May, so it's just going to get hotter, which is great. I like the heat.
Well, it won't be May when this is... No, it will be May when this is released. Yeah, it's
is
still,
it?
Yeah, it still will be. Yeah.
I have lost complete track of time.
It'll be May 29th.
Everyone was like, "Oh, it's Memorial Day weekend," and I'm like, "Is that the weekend? I don't even know what day it is."
You're like, "This is the longest weekend."
Yeah. Cool. So to fight the hot summer sun coming in, we decided to try to do something different, like summery, I guess.
So we're drinking stouts.
Yeah. A little different, though. So we were looking at frozen drinks and all that, and I stumbled upon an article on how to do beer floats instead of like root beer floats. So we're going to do some beer floats, and I've never had a beer float before.
Me neither.
Mixing ice cream with beer, so it could be good, could be bad, who knows?
But we're here to try it out, and you kind of get the Snackdown seal of approval from us, or you get some yucky noises.
Yeah. So the closest thing we've done to this is on the Halloween episode. We did a cider float with the pumpkin pie ice cream and the hard cider, and that was really good.
Yeah, that was candy, but beer is very different from hard cider.
Very, very different. Yeah. So we will see how it pairs. I think the ice cream pairing goes well with the beer that the article chose, so we'll see.
I think so too.
Yeah.
So what website did we get it from, just so we can hold our sources?
So this is from Birk News. I don't know if it's Beer K News or if it's Birk. I don't know what a Birk is.
Oh, yeah. Beer K News.
Yeah, the K's not accentuated.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So Beer K News. We'll go with that because it sounds better. And the article is 7 best craft beer float recipes.
And not all of them were stouty. And we can get into it in a little bit, but some of the other selections weren't as available, but they weren't kind of what you would necessarily think for every one of them. So
Yeah. So we did some pretty easy ones. But it says this will give you the ability to literally chew your beer. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
You know when you like go to a brewery, like every brewery's doing it. They're like spent grain or spent hops, like dog treats, or you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
So we're just gonna be doing the same thing.
Yeah, it's like when your orange juice is too pulpy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't really understand that,
but this is just adding one large pulp.
Yes. Here's an editing question, Justin. Do you edit out some of the awkward pauses or no?
Sometimes leave it in there.
Okay, cool. Very cool.
What's the plural of pulp? Is it pulps or is pulp the plural?
Pulp is plural and singular.
Oh.
Pulp is all.
Nice.
Pulp is forever.
All-consuming pulp.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm thirsty.
Yeah, so let's get a beer and splash some ice cream into it.
Yeah.
So we're going to go do that. We didn't want to have it sitting here while we were talking and it melting. So we're going to go make a beer float. We'll be back, and we will see how eating beer is.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, I've got a pretty low threshold for how this is going to turn out, honestly.
Yeah.
So I think it's probably going to wow me.
Yeah. I mean, I like both things, so why wouldn't they go well together?
Of course.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll be right back with a drink, and we'll see you then.
Bye.
And we're back.
Wow, that was subtle. Or jarring. No, it's jarring.
Jarring's the opposite of subtle.
Yeah, it's opposite.
This looks hot and dry, this drink.
Yeah, food.
So cool.
Oh, I guess
so I'm going to take a sip of it before it gets too melty, just because I want to try it.
Yeah, sure. Cheers, mate.
Cheers. I'm going to get a little bit of ice cream on my spoon.
Samesies. So here are my thoughts. So there's a lot of breweries that are getting crazy, right? Like a lot of these, microbrews or craft brews and places that you're going to stand in line for like 45 minutes to, get a 6-pack or even longer, right? Or a 4-pack, rather, or a single. A lot of these breweries are making wacky beers that I could see them making a beer like this, but canning it, right? Like making it and being like, oh yeah, this is a strawberry chocolate stout. This tastes like a beer that a crazy brewery would make, but it's kind of still in its like, it's not like, oh, this would taste like a chocolate stout if you put strawberry ice cream in it. You can just say, this is a chocolate stout with ice cream in it.
Yeah. Yeah, so what this is
this is not the likeness. This is the essence. This is the truth,
Yeah, so we're using a Samuel Smith's Organic Chocolate Stout, and I really like this chocolate stout. I've gotten it before. This is from Yorkshire. It's the oldest brewery in Yorkshire.
Yes. It's Yorkshire. Yorkshire, probably, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's from the UK, which makes me think it's more Shire.
No.
No?
No.
Anyways, so this is the Organic Chocolate Stout, and then we put in some strawberry ice cream. Mine actually has chunks of real strawberry in it, which is kind of interesting. I'm going to put some more beer in here. So actually, as it's mixing in, it's getting even better.
Yeah.
It's kind of melting.
Completely.
So what this says is, so if we're looking at this website, it says, why this works. Chocolate-covered strawberries.
That's all it says?
It says, say it with us. I don't know. It's someone's like inventive way to blog, I guess. Mm-hmm. So it's like a classic dessert replication, kind of.
It's good. It's really good.
It says, Samuel Smith's Organic Chocolate Stout is one of our favorites for the way in which it's loaded with chocolate flavor, embraces its sweet side, and the sheer sense of tradition it carries. It truly is a wonderful combination when poured over strawberry ice cream. It puts your mind right into that sexy place of eating chocolate-covered strawberries with your lover. Or by yourself.
This... Eating chocolate-covered strawberries by yourself, just feeling sexy.
That's what I was doing on quarantine while I ate those forbidden sours.
Every once in a while, you look in the mirror and be like, yeah, you got it.
Smushing it into my mirror's mouth.
What? Oh, yeah.
Like my mouth of the mirror.
Like feeding it to yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, this is really good. The longer it sits and the more the ice cream kind of melts into like a milkshakey mix. It's really good.
Yeah, I could see Travis, who was on the hot sauce episode. I could see him standing in line or driving over an hour to purchase something that tastes like this. And I'm curious to see if he would try this or turn his nose up at it.
Yeah, I wonder if someone who is a beer enthusiast like Travis would say that the ice cream kind of ruins the beer. Although he let us put the rum in the Gosa, and he was okay with that, so I feel like he would be all about the ice cream. So it says, whether you have an official reason, such as celebrating National Ice Cream Day, or you're just looking for a cool treat to get you through the dog days of summer, indulging in a beer float is one of life's great pleasures. But picking the right flavor combination is key. Something magical happens when you find that perfect beer and ice cream pairing. What are some other ice cream and beer pairings, you think? I know they make like banana bread stouts. I wonder if you can make like a banana sundae, like an ice cream sundae kind of deal. Or maybe 2 flavors of ice cream. If you got a banana bread stout or just a banana oatmeal stout and you put 1 scoop strawberry, 1 scoop chocolate in there.
Or if you did a chocolate vanilla stout or a chocolate stout and a vanilla stout and then strawberry ice cream, that's a Neapolitan.
Nice, yeah.
I could probably go for just put an ice cream sandwich in a Bud Light.
Yeah. This is really good. I think it's just continuing to get better. What do you think if you take a beer like, so let's say like a Bud Light or PBR or a Genesee Cream Ale, what kind of ice cream do you think would make that better? That would just go with like a light beer. Because the chocolate, we've got a chocolate stout here. That's already got a lot of flavor to it. And chocolate mixed as well as strawberry. Yeah. If you're going with like a basic beer,
it'd have to be something that would just kind of go with like a really mild grainy or mild corn or just water. Oh, you know what? Watermelon ice cream. There.
Ew. Maybe birthday cake ice cream. No.
No. No. It would have to be something that would be like, as awful as it sounds, like something that would pair well with water.
Yeah.
Cucumber ice cream.
I think it would have to be more than just a base flavored ice cream. I think it'd have to be pretty exotic, like several flavors. Like a Moose Tracks or something like that.
Oh, no.
No?
No.
I think just a straight up vanilla or chocolate or strawberry would kind of like mesh strangely with the Bud Light flavors. But I think if you added enough flavors of ice cream, Like if there was enough going on in the ice cream, the Bud Light would then just be a more of a carbonation feel.
Okay, I'm recanting my previous thought of watermelon ice cream because, and I think I was on the right track, but I think it's going to have to be a sorbet.
Yeah, maybe not an ice cream.
Yeah, maybe a sorbet. Or a sherbet.
Sherbet, and like a little bit of an Italian ice.
Maybe an Italian ice. So a sorbet with a Bud Light, maybe, right?
Yeah, it could be good. I don't know.
Okay.
Try it and tell us how it is.
You try it. We're not going to try it.
This is quite refreshing, though.
I wouldn't say the word is refreshing.
I mean, I'm feeling refreshed as I'm in this hot apartment and I'm kind of feeling cooler now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, of course. I kind of forget where you are. I'm up in the hills. Just makes living in the summer a little easier. That's good. That's really good.
So have you ever had Samuel Smith's chocolate stout before?
Not the chocolate stout. I think they make an oatmeal stout, and I have had that before. Pretty solid brand. I can only imagine how long it sits on the shelves. You know, and obviously it's imported, but the fact that it's, you know, a darker beer probably means it mellows out a little longer and probably tastes a little better.
It says brewed with water from the original brewery well sunk in 1758. That's some pretty old stagnant water, right?
Well, you'd think that they would drill more to get more when they got more popular, when they had some cash flow.
We can afford better water.
Yeah. But this is the stinky water that makes us the money. This water smells like money.
That Yorkshire tang.
Yeah, that twist of York.
So it's gently roasted organic chocolate malt and real organic cocoa used in this ale impart a delicious, smooth, and creamy character with inviting deep flavors and a delightful finish.
So it had a little bitterness to it that I think certainly the cocoa nibs could do that, but I could taste a little hoppiness, a little bitterness from the stout.
Yep.
I think that was, I hate to say it, but like maybe just like a little off-putting at the end. It kind of, well, I guess it reminds you that you're still drinking a beer, really.
Yeah. So I think as it's mixed now, that bitterness is kind of going away, which I think is why it's better as it mixes. Mm-hmm. And the first sips, when they were kind of two separate things, there's a beer and it hasn't mixed well with the ice cream yet. You could definitely taste that bitterness more.
Mm-hmm. Very good, though.
Yeah.
I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I was a little worried. It turned out good. I'm actually a little worried for the next one, but we'll see. What? I mean, this one turned out good, so I think it'll be good.
I got to tell you, I couldn't find the classic ice cream for the next one. So, of course, I'm always throwing curveballs, man. I apologize. Yeah. And these are the times we're living in. I feel like even when we got back, even when we got back together, even when we were together, feel like I was still throwing curveballs. Is it laziness?
I don't know. Our therapist says that...
Our therapist says that I need to work harder for our relationship.
Too many lazy curveballs. So Andy, I opened up. So Andy smoked me some pepper jack cheese with some maple wood smoke, and it's been sitting in my fridge for a month. And I finally cut open the package today and had some. You
were about to say cut the cheese.
Yeah, I did cut the cheese, and it's delicious.
Good. I got to tell you, I am buying not bottom shelf cheese, but it's like just your grocery store brand cheese. But you throw enough smoke on there, like it's not going to matter if it's, I mean, it probably will matter if it's $100 cheese, but the difference between like...
You're definitely elevating it a couple shelves from bottom shelf cheese to...
Mid
shelf cheese, yeah.
Sweet. It's rising with the smoke, am I right, guys?
Yeah.
So
are you a normal float drinker? Like, do you like root beer floats?
Yeah, I do. I really do. I get a lot of different things at ice cream stands. I'm not going to just like settle on one thing, but the things I gravitate towards are floats. What are they called? Flurries. And then sundaes. So I always get like float, flurry, or sundae, unless like someone else is paying, and then I'll just get like a medium cone. Yeah. If someone else is paying, I'm not going to be like, give me 3 sundaes.
The biggest banana boat you have.
Yeah. And they show me, and I'm like, no, bigger. How much? How much is it going to be? We'll pay anything. Well, he will. Yeah.
He'll give you his gold watch.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a flurry and a milkshake, then?
Flurries are meant to just be eaten with a spoon.
Okay, so they're thicker?
They're thicker. Everything, like, usually has, like, a hard candy or, cookies and cream or something, like, kind of blended into it.
Blended in. Like a harder, not just ice cream.
Right.
And milk.
Yeah, okay. yeah. So you can do, like, Reese's Pieces or Reese's Cups or...
Yeah, like Oreos.
Yep. Yeah. You've never had a flurry?
I like floats. I think I had a long time ago.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't eat a lot of.
Everyone, vote now if Justin's crazy.
So I've talked about this before, but my ice cream normally is something dipped in like the chocolate that hardens on the outside.
Oh, yeah. That's really
That's a
good.
classic for me. I never really go out and buy milkshakes or flurries or anything like that. And I kind of forget about floats. I really like them when I have them, but it's never on my mind to like, oh, a float. And then I'll go somewhere and someone's like, I got root beer and ice cream or whatever. Then I have it. I'm like, oh yeah, these are really good. I forgot.
That was good. I really want.
good.
I am excited for the next one. I know you said you're nervous, but I think the next one is probably going to blend even better, which is why we saved it for second, aka last.
So we're not going to reveal what the next one is yet, but
No way.
I like both this chocolate stout and I like strawberry ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
The next one, I more prefer the ice cream than the beer, so that's why I'm a little worried. Like, I would drink this beer and eat this ice cream separately, but I don't know if I'm big into the beer, but I don't really know. I don't think I've had it.
You just have to.
It's not a go-to beer for me. Beer type.
Just have to set your heart free. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. What?
Run barefoot in the fields of untried beer.
Yeah. Take a bath in the beer that you haven't really been drawn to before, or
Ew. Beer bath?
you know, some places like some spas, like, yeah, you could take a beer bath. Like if you're going to like Hershey Park or whatever, they're like, yeah, you could get a beer massage. No, I'm sorry, a chocolate massage, not a beer massage.
Don't people soak in milk?
Do they? I thought that was so that you didn't have like skunk. Oh no, it's tomato sauce.
That's tomato sauce. Yeah.
People.
We've got a beer bath, a milk bath, and a tomato sauce bath.
Yeah. They're like, are you here to relax, rejuvenate, or get skunk smell off of you? You're like, I'm actually here for the rejuvenate, but I smell a little skunky, so all right, let's do a little milk and tomato sauce.
A milk bath is a bath taken in milk instead of water. Well, obviously. Often other scents such as honey, rose, daisies, and essential oils are added. Milk baths use lactic acid and alpha hydroxy acid to dissolve the proteins which hold together dead skin cells.
Ugh.
There are legends that Cleopatra bathed in donkey milk daily for her complexion. However,
how do
these
they know
legends
that?
have not been confirmed, and some historians believe that Roman Empress Poppaea set this bathing fashion after Cleopatra's death. Queens Kathryne Burke and later Elizabeth I of England used milk baths to make their skin appear more youthful and pale. That's funny that people back then are making their skin more pale, and now we're like frying ourselves to get it brown.
Yeah. We're like, I want to make it look like I go outside. I want to make it look like I'm not spending hours in a cubicle every day.
if all these tan people were back then, all like the milk bathers would be like, these people definitely don't bathe in milk.
Yeah. And like all the poor people are like, get off our streets, milk bather.
Yeah.
Get out of our tavern, milk bather. Just some sort of like, it'd be like a townie bar or whatever, and like a rich person comes in, and they're like, oh, the milk bather's here. But at that point, it would just be, oh, the bather's here.
Yeah.
The anything bather.
Tincture of benzoin was also referred to as milk bath in the 1800s America, which could, in some cases, be confused for baths of cow's milk, also popular in the time.
Wait, tincture of benzoin was called what? Milk bath?
It was also called a milk bath in the 1800s.
So tincture of benzoin is still used today.
Really?
Have you ever had like steri strips? Or like, have you ever used like butterfly strips to like hold a cut together?
Yes.
Has someone medical applied it for you? Or you've done it yourself?
Yes, back when I got that stick in my leg, we talked
yeah.
about that story.
Yeah.
That was with a butterfly thing, yeah.
So if someone put like something like kind of brown on either side of it and then laid it down to hold it together for a long time, that's tincture of benzoin.
Weird.
And I love the smell of it.
Really? Maybe you should take a tincture of benzoin bath.
Maybe not, because it'll be sticky for ages.
And that's brown.
Yeah, and that actually, that would be the opposite of what a milk bath would do.
You wouldn't get your white complexion that way.
I would look like the New Jersey lady tanning mom or whatever her name is. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's real topical.
Yeah.
Speaking of topical, I'd like to topical my drink off with a beer and ice cream.
Yeah.
How was that for a segue?
Ow. Ugh,
You just got run over by my segue, huh?
Yeah. My heart just went, ouch. Okay. It heard you say ice cream, and it was like, yes.
Cholesterol.
Cholesterol.
Give it to me, babe. Cholesterol.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
That's your...
Okay, we're gonna get another beer float,
Yep.
and I guess it's getting hot. I'm getting hot again. The beads are back, so I need to dive into another float.
The beads. All right, we'll see you in a bit.
All right, bye. Hey guys, if you like what you hear every week and you're looking to support Snackdown, one of the best ways is just telling your friends. You can also send us suggestions on social media. We always like that. Another way people have supported us is by sending us snacks in the mail. The newest way you can support is going to our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/snackdown, and by doing that, you can get early day releases to episodes. Thanks for all your support. Thanks for listening. Back to the episode.
This just in, Britney Spears, huge Snackdown fan. Back to you, Justin.
Guess what? We're back again. So this time we have the beer is Fuller's London Porter, rich, dark, complex, the world's finest, brewed beside the Thames. So these
Thames?
are both UK,
Thames.
right? Thames.
It's Thames.
So this London Porter takes its name from porters who carried goods around the streets of London in the 18th century. This prize-winning beer is brewed using pale, crystal, brown, and chocolate malts combined with Fugles hops, giving a rich, dark, and complex flavor. London Porter boasts wonderful chocolate notes and a smooth, satisfying finish. So this one's got a little bit of chocolate notes too. And so we were pairing this with coffee ice cream.
Mm-hmm. So I didn't just get coffee ice cream. It's called Up All Night, so it's got a little bit of chocolate and like espresso in there. So because they didn't have regular coffee ice cream. Thoughts?
I love coffee ice cream.
I could see a brewery selling this as dessert, honestly.
It's really, really good. It does cut down on the coffee taste, though. It's kind of muted a little bit. So when I scoop a little bit of like the ice cream out, I can taste the coffee more.
Mm-hmm.
But when I am like sipping it as a mixture, it's kind of more subtle.
So, but the bitterness of the coffee and the bitterness of the beer totally blend. The chocolate notes totally blend with the coffee.
Yeah, so I'm going to actually taste this because I never actually had this before. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think the coffee ice cream brings out the chocolate notes more than it is plain.
Yep, I would agree with that. This is fantastic, though.
This is really good. This is a new thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it says, honestly, any porter really could work, but we prefer the softer flavors of the English porter to the sharper bite of an American counterpart when it comes to pairing with coffee ice cream. A good porter will have roasted chocolate and coffee flavors and aromas that are naturally meant for coffee ice cream. There's definitely a great earthiness at play with complex bitterness to keep the sweetness in check. Really attuned palates will be able to appreciate the slight fruity and floral nature of both the porter and the high-quality ice cream.
Sure didn't.
I guess according to Burke News, we don't have attuned palates.
I would say I have a relatively attuned palate.
I don't taste any of the fruity notes, but I do agree with them on the chocolatey, the nutty, chocolatey, earthy notes.
Completely, yeah. I mean, this hit the nail on the head. I mean, like, this had to have been the best one from that list.
Really? You think this one is?
Yeah, this is 100% probably the best one that's going to be on that list.
So I'm just going to list off. So there's 7 combos. They did a quad with caramel ice cream, and in this site they used an Omegang quad.
Which is cool because it's Central New York area.
Yeah. They did a Weissebier Hefeweizen German-style wheat beer with an orange sorbet. It's kind of interesting.
See, they are doing sorbet. Nice.
Yeah. They did a Doppelbock with chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream.
Okay, that would be really, really good.
Yeah. And they did an Imperial or a bourbon barrel-aged stout with vanilla ice cream.
That sounds fantastic, too.
Yeah, so I think they're all pretty good if they're compared to what we just had because, I mean, both these were good.
Yeah, these were fantastic. I'm still sipping up on mine. I ate all the ice cream, though, so I'm just kind of left with the beer and ice cream mix.
So, Andy, what's a classic summer vacation for you?
You're not talking ideal. You're talking about, like, what was summer vacation when I was a kid?
No, like, if you're thinking every year of taking a vacation, like, what's a classic go-to?
So we have a camp up in Canada, or like a cabin or a cottage. So it was just going up there and going on one of the lakes, like in Ontario. And we had friends there and lots of fishing, lots of swimming. And so my grandfather owned it and we would just go there every year. So, I mean, there was 4 kids and 2 adults. So it was just like an easy, like, okay, we're all just loading up in the car and driving 12 hours and going to go there. So
you did that growing up and you still would prefer to do that too?
We did it growing up. We did it every year growing up. I would prefer to see a couple different sites.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to be able to go there at least, once a summer, but I'd like to see a little more of the world than this one spot on one lake for the rest of my summers, What about you? Did you have like a go-to? Did you have like a family camp or
My family is all about like trying new things. So we never had like let's every year do this. So we were always like taking road trips or going here and there, and
you're a very well-traveled man.
Yeah. I always try to see the ocean once a year. I feel its pull and I have to go see the ocean.
Is it the call of the void?
Yeah. I just love the ocean, and I'm not so much like a party beach person. Like that. Yeah. That's not the draw. It's more the beauty and the expanse of the ocean. And I really like the rocky, piney coast. So like the Maine coast is really nice.
I've heard great things about Maine. I've just stepped into Maine. I forget where it's called. It's like just like at the New Hampshire Maine border, right at the coast. Just
so you could color the whole state in when you're doing like where you've been.
Yeah, with crayon.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got this.
Yeah. The entire East Coast.
I know what Maine is. Yeah. It's like when you go somewhere like and you just go to the airport like and it's just a layover. You're like, yeah, I've been to Georgia.
Yeah,
I've traveled all over Atlanta. It's like,
a great summer if I could capture it. I love screened-in porches in the summertime because you're kind of like
playing cards or
like sitting out, especially if there's like a lake view or something. I love to read, sit out late on a screened-in porch as the sun goes down, and just like feeling a little bit of the breeze and hearing the crickets. If I could like capture a screened-in porch summer moment
in a candle.
Yeah.
What's that?
And like live in it and live in that moment. I love it. I love screened-in porch life.
You should get a t-shirt that says like #ScreenedInPorchLife.
Yeah. Maybe it's so great. Cards, late at night, just conversations, reading books. My grandma and grandpa used to have a screened-in porch type deal that me and my brother would sleep in. They had like a pull-out couch deal.
Yeah. Would it get real damp in the summertime?
It would get pretty damp. But I just loved just sleeping in a screened-in porch.
Totally, completely agree with your sentiment of just like it was. Yeah, it's just a fun place to just kind of end the evening. Honestly, though, like more so than that, I really like a campfire down by the lake. That's my favorite.
Yeah. So another bucket list item of mine is to camp on the sand of the ocean, like right on the ocean.
Coast. Yeah.
I've always wanted to do that. And I really want to have like a campfire camp and have really no one else around. I would love that. Like a solitary beach campsite late at night, sitting by like a small campfire and going to sleep, waking up to like the sounds of the ocean. I don't know. That just sounds awesome.
They have sound machines too. You can pretty much mimic the sound of the ocean if you wanted to go literally anywhere else and just kind of like wake up and be like, oh, you hear that? It's the ocean. Crap, my phone's almost dead because I was playing ocean noises all night. Oh no, GPS is gone. I can't play Zac Brown Band while I'm waiting for my ride.
Hey, you met Zac Brown.
I didn't meet him. I met the band.
And you didn't even tell him about Snackdown.
I was pretty nervous. I get kind of like celebrity jitters.
Yeah.
As silly as that is, like they're just people, but I'm just.
Did I tell you about the time I saw one of the guitar players from the National?
Did you lose it?
So I was in line. I was waiting to get on a plane to go to Paris, and I thought I saw a guy.
Okay, that's a flex. Go on.
No, but I.
So I was heading to Borneo, and you're such a dick.
But it all makes sense.
Okay.
I saw a guy, so the lead singer is known to, like when he's singing, a lot of times he wears like a suit or something. Like he looks pretty well dressed and he like drinks wine while he's singing.
Uh-huh.
I saw a guy in the airport that kind of looked like him, and I was kind of joking. Oh, it's Matt Berenger from The National.
Mm-hmm.
Ha ha ha. But it it wasn't him. Like it looked kind of like him, but it obviously wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And then literally like 3 minutes after that, one of the guitar players walked by me at The National and was sitting there, and I'm like, wait, but that is one of them. It was such a bizarre that I made a joke about that before I saw one of them.
You looked back to like the old man wearing the suit, and you were just like, "Oh my god, that's actually him."
Yeah, but it wasn't. It was one of the. There's twins in the band. They're brothers, and it was one of him. He was heading to Paris to do. He was playing with like some sort of a symphony or something like that. But it was so bizarre that I had made the joke about someone else in the band.
Like 3 minutes.
And then
before.
like 3 minutes later, I was like, oh, but that is one of them. But I didn't talk to him either because he looked kind of tired and he like had his head back and he was like closing his eyes. And I'm like, I'm not going to be that person that's like.
That's not why you talked to him. That was your excuse for not talking to him. You're like, I don't want to bug him.
I don't want to like, he obviously didn't want, when you like close your eyes and you're kind of tired, you don't want someone being like, hey, I like your music.
I mean, yeah, but I would say as like a musician, like he probably would have appreciated that. That probably would. Yeah,
it's a big regret of mine.
Yeah, I hate regrets. Aren't they so stupid?
Every night I'm running towards him in a dream, and I don't get any closer.
Yeah, and the old man wearing a suit steps in the way, and he just goes, "No, he needs his sleep, or that's what you told yourself."
Exactly. I've told you before.
Yeah. So it's funny. So like the metal and like the hardcore scene, we always talk about it. Like we were never scenesters really, but
which is funny because I played in that scene.
So like bands that like you and I would be like huge fans of, they'd be out there just like selling their own clothing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Be like selling their own CDs and like whatever. People who are like just geeking out, like posting on social media, they're like, "Oh my gosh, I can't wait to go and see this band. It's gonna be so awesome." Blah 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 blah. And then like everyone gets there. And everyone just has their frickin' arms folded and like they don't want to talk to anyone. It's like, get over yourself. Go talk to that person that you've just been idolizing for like the last, 5 years. They're probably tired from whatever. the guy's like got like a sign that says like talk to me, and it's like he doesn't really mean it. Yeah, but I was just like the guy that like didn't go to enough shows, so I didn't know the etiquette, the arm folding etiquette. So I would just like walk up and be like, "Hi, I'm a big fan." Like you could see me doing that. Yeah, and everyone.
I always liked when people would come and talk to me after.
Yeah,
like when we would do a show.
People never talk to me after our all white reggae band show.
You look like a milk bather.
Yeah. Milky bather. You look like a real 2%er, huh? A whole boy, if you will. So what would you say, what was your favorite ice cream beer combo that we had today?
It's a tough one. It's a really tough one. I really liked both of them. I think I would say the first one. I liked the coffee taste better because I love coffee ice cream. I think the pairing of the chocolate stout and the strawberry was a little bit better, though. I think the second one was great, and I think it paired well. I just think very slightly, not like much better. Mm-hmm. I think very slightly, if I was offered these two, I think I would take the chocolate stout strawberry ice cream.
So if you gave me strawberry ice cream or coffee ice cream, I'd probably pick strawberry ice cream alone. But if you paired these two again, I'd probably go for the coffee, just because really I think the flavors just blend more. I think the bitterness that was present maybe at the end. First of all, I think the beer was less bitter.
The porter?
Yeah, I do believe so.
It is a little bit less bitter, but this porter has a little bit of a skunky taste that I don't like in beer.
Okay, that's fair. And it could just be because it's on the older side. Like, could just be the hops were degrading. But I think the combination of that and the coffee, it was a slam dunk in my book.
It was, but yeah, it was delicious. I'm not saying it wasn't. As I'm saying, it's only like slightly. I think it's just because I like the chocolate stout better. I've gotten that beer before, and I just really like it.
Yeah.
And I like strawberry ice cream, so I think just me liking those two things alone kind of made that a slam
Did you
dunk.
say me likey?
me liking.
Me likey those two things alone, so... I'm kidding, you didn't.
But yeah, the porter paired really well. And I think the coffee ice cream, like we said, brought out the chocolate notes better. Because I'm tasting it straight right now without the ice cream, and I don't taste the chocolate notes as much. It's very, very subtle, if at all.
Yeah, but it was all good, and I highly recommend.
Yeah, I think I might try another one of these combos.
Yeah.
They sound pretty good.
What was it, the Weiss beer and sorbet? Was that what it was?
I think so. The Doppelbock with the chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream sounds really good.
Choco Doppelbock.
Yeah. Choppelbock. I don't know. No. Yeah, it was a Weissenbier, Hefeweizen, or German style wheat beer with the orange sorbet.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, and they suggest using a Sierra Nevada Kellerweiss.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And the quad and caramel ice cream is interesting. That'd be
Yeah,
interesting.
I would-
They use the Omegang Three Philosophers.
I feel like Omegang is so damn expensive, though.
Yeah.
I feel like I wouldn't waste I'd be hesitant to
float.
try with ice cream. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, the Samuel Smith and the London Porter is not necessarily cheap, right? Because it's
Yeah.
imported and it's really well-respected brands. But yeah, I feel like I always just have like this thought in my head of like, oh, Omegang's really expensive, which it is.
Yeah.
But you know that if a microbrewery or craft brewery or whatever people are calling them these days made something like that or sold it, they'd be charging out the you know what for it.
And I think this is a better flavor than if they had made it into a beer. Like if they made a London coffee porter to try to capture this flavor, I would say this London porter mixed with the coffee ice cream is better.
Yeah. Oh, they would fail. They would fail miserably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And same with the chocolate stout. If they made like some sort of an organic chocolate strawberry stout that was supposed to taste like you were having a milkshake float or something like that. I think this is just delicious. Especially my strawberry ice cream had little bits of real strawberry in it.
Samesies. I think the only thing to do at this point with your floats would be to just dial in like how much ice cream you want to do. But it was very forgiving. Like I don't think just like wait a minute. Wait a minute or two for it to just kind of mix in a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of like cereal. When you eat the bits out, you can just pour more cereal in. So I kind of did that.
Oh, really?
I kind of drank, and then I still had a little ice cream in there, or the mix. So then I just poured some more beer in. So it slowly switches in flavor. It was getting like less or coffee or strawberry.
It was an ebb and flow.
Yeah. So are you? Do you eat cereal?
I love cereal. Yeah.
I don't eat a lot of cereal. I pretty much only eat Fruit Loops if I eat cereal.
What the hell?
But you pour the milk in, and then I take the box with me, and I just continue to refill.
Until you're out of milk.
Yeah.
I like the cereal milk at the end. I love it.
Like the sweet milk?
Oh yeah.
It's a little too sweet.
No.
Well, what kind of cereal do you like? What's your favorite cereal?
I would have to say Reese's Puffs.
Really?
Or Oreo O's.
Now, what if you could take a bath in your cereal water?
Then I'd be
in your cereal milk.
Yeah. Cereal milk skin. Now that's a thought. Huh. Brings new meaning to crunchy granola. Gross. But I don't know. Try it. I highly suggest everyone try this. If you do, please at us. Obviously, we'll be taking pictures of the ones that we tried. So you have no excuse.
Did you frost your glass? It's
No.
suggested to.
No.
Put like a thick glass in the fridge or the freezer. Get it cold.
I really don't like that.
Really?
Yeah, because then you're just like holding it and it's just cold on your hands. Like I don't want my hands to be cold. I want my soul to be cold.
Did you put your soul in the fridge?
Yes. I froze my soul.
I thought of it like 10, 15 minutes before, so I just threw them in the fridge so they were a little bit colder.
Okay.
I just figured I needed the step up since my ice cream was already going to be at the melting stage.
Gotcha.
So I wanted my glass to be cold to kind of hold it in.
Well, cool, man. Well, I'm glad it's warmer out.
It's warmer out. The sun's out.
The guns are out.
There's the fresh smell of cut grass. The birds are chirping. Everyone's happy.
Can we put some bird chirp noises in?
Yeah, let's put some bird chirp noises in. Maybe some lawn mow noises on top of that.
Yeah. Maybe a barbecue noise, huh?
Barbecue noise. And then maybe a little bit of the ocean. And a screen door closing and opening to
Yeah, it's a real like smack because no one can get the springs right on those things.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, it's like you're pulling back in like a rubber band, and it's like,
it's like meant to do damage, but instead it just like sounds super annoying.
Yeah.
And then someone's just like...
It feels like it's not supposed to open. Like you're opening it the wrong way.
Yeah. And someone's just like, stop, you're letting all the bugs in. There's got to be
go in or out.
Yeah. Go in or out. And someone's just like hanging with the door open and they're like, oh gosh, do I have everything? Wallet, keys. And you're just like, get out of here. I'm getting stung. Anyway, enjoy. Oh, we hope you're enjoying your well-deserved late spring, wherever you are.
And at this moment, while I'm thinking of it, we have 3 Patreon members to thank.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, so Jack, who we've mentioned in this podcast, all the way from over from the UK. And
Cheers. Cheers,
Marcus, over from the Netherlands.
Yes.
So thank you, Marcus. And Derek, who is local. So thank you, Derek.
Thank you, all of you. I mean, and then obviously another shout out to Lev, because he was the first.
So we're getting closer to pieing Andy in the face. So it's time to start pie shopping, I think. Every time a Patreon signs up, I do one of those like jump and like the sideway heel kicks.
Yeah, a little clicky, little clicky boy.
Yep.
You know, the type of pie is going to highly depend on the time of the year that we hit 20. Because I want it to be a fresh pie, you know what I mean? And I really do want it to make it a dairy-based whipped cream because I do want it to break down all the dead skin cells on my face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like an instant milk bath.
Yeah.
So I was talking to Katie yesterday. We were talking about the pie thing, and as you know, she was going to do it, and then she kind of backed down. So we were talking about it, and she was interested in it when she thought it was going to be a plate of whipped cream. Have you ever heard of people doing that?
Yeah, it's not a pie. It's whipped cream.
So my aunt, she listens. She emailed me and said at one point in her life, she got to like pie someone in the face with one of those like whipped cream type pies. Mm-hmm. And she said it was very satisfying. And I'm like, sweet, it's good to know. But Katie thought that's the kind of thing I wanted to do. And once I started talking real
about,
pies.
Like, flavors? And she was like, oh, no.
Yeah, and then she realized it was going to be a real pie and not just whipped cream. That's when it broke down.
Okay, look, but I kind of want it to be a fresh pie.
Really?
Yeah, and if it's like a lemon meringue pie, I swear, if you don't let that thaw, I will be very upset.
It's just going to like hit and bounce off.
Yeah. Hey, we need another...
Ice cream cake!
We need another 100 Patreon subscribers, and once we hit 100... Andy will go to the ER and get his nose fixed.
How'd you break your nose, son?
We'll get his nose set. Yeah. It was a pie contest.
It was a frozen key lime in the face.
I'm virtually unrecognizable.
Well, go home, put some ice on it, and take a milk bath 2 times a day.
Yeah. And I'm like, what kind of doctor are you? And you rip off the mask and you're like, surprise, it's me. And I'll pie you again.
Yeah, and I hit you with another pie in the face.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, take care.
Thanks for listening today. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And you can find this episode and others like it on iTunes, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and a bunch of other places. And you can go to our website at www.snackdownpod.com. You can support us at patreon.com/snackdown and get some early releases and help with the pie. And... And you can call us at 315-313-5456 and leave us a message, give us a suggestion, tell us something funny, whatever you want.
Yeah, we haven't gotten a voicemail in a while, and we don't want you to be those types of people that are just going to the show and folding their arms. And
unfold your arms and leave us a message.
Unfold your arms.
Because right now it's just me and Andy telling each other things on the voicemail.
Yeah, actually we do that. We call it voicemail volleyball.
Spike!
Yeah, you spiked it when, I don't know. Okay.
All right, guys, thanks for listening, and refresh yourself with a beer float.
Ooh, it's like a pool.
It's a pool for your mouth with ice cream.
And floaties.
One large pulp. And that brings us back to the beginning of the episode.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Bye.
Bye. You want to do a different one?
Yeah.
Go.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for Britney Spears is a huge Snackdown fan now. Back to you, Justin.
Okay.
That's what we're going with.
Get off our streets, milk beaver.